What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. WWE Monday Night Raw for last night's show, November 11th, 2013. And like I always say, fuck those other guys. Fuck those other guys. This is your number one source for all your WWE needs right here on YouTube. So, Monday Night Raw. I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin. Monday Night Raw last night was so awful that I started to fall asleep. Monday Night Raw was so awful that for the first 2.5 hours of the show, all I did was watch videos on YouTube with the TV muted. Monday Night Raw was so awful that the WWE right now is in a state of panic. Or they should be. I don't know if they are, but they should be. Do you guys realize that there's a major, and by major I mean one of the big four: Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. One of big four, okay? Survivor Series is 2 weeks away. Did you guys even get the sense that there was a major pay-per-view coming up after watching last night's Monday Night Raw? Did you even fucking think about Survivor Series coming up so fast? This show lacked any direction at all. There was literally nothing built towards the Survivor Series on this show. Nothing. And please do not tell me Alberto Del Rio and John Cena. Please don't tell me about the Wyatts and CM Punk and Daniel Bryan, which I'll talk about in a little bit, which was actually the best part of the show. Don't tell me about Big Show and Randy Orton. This is disgusting. It really is disgusting. As a wrestling fan, back in the day, when me and my brothers used to, watch Survivor Series and get hyped for the Survivor Series, that Thanksgiving tradition, right? It's nothing like back in the day. Absolutely nothing. And yet again, if you guys remember, the WWE for the last 3 pay-per-views have built their pay-per-views off of 2 matches and forgot the rest of the roster. Right? Look at what they're doing with Survivor Series. This match, or this pay-per-view, is being built off 2 completely irrelevant and boring matches that absolutely will not draw a fucking dime for this pay-per-view. You got Alberto Del Rio versus John Cena for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, obviously, it's in Massachusetts this year. John Cena's backyard. Who do you think is going to walk out of Boston the World Heavyweight Champion? I mean, if you're that fucking blinded to even say Alberto Del Rio, you should not even be watching the product. Del Rio stands no chance. He is no threat to John Cena whatsoever. You can cut John Cena's arm off, just like they do in The Walking Dead, on The Walking Dead every week, chopping limbs and fucking chopping heads. You can chop his fucking arm off and have Alberto Del Rio deliver the cross arm breaker to John Cena, and I still wouldn't believe he would be a threat to John Cena's World Heavyweight Championship. That's how much of a fucking waste of a match this is going to be at Survivor Series. Then the other one, you got Randy Orton, or Randy Borton, because he's so fucking boring now that Daniel Bryan is not in the fucking picture. I couldn't give 2 shits about him. Against the Big Slow. Really? You're going to build your fucking pay-per-view, a Survivor Series pay-per-view, one of the big 4 pay-per-views in your calendar year, off of Randy Orton versus Big Show and John Cena versus Alberto Del Rio? You're going to sell pay-per-views that way? I wouldn't pay fucking 3 cents for this pay-per-view, and I'm being completely honest with you. This pay-per-view is in the fucking toilet before we even get to Massachusetts. The WWE right now, I don't know what they're doing. I really don't know what their direction is. I don't know what Vince McMahon is smoking. Monday Night Raw last night was a complete waste of a fucking show. It did absolutely nothing to build towards Survivor Series. They mentioned Triple H and Stephanie McMahon 1,000 times last night. They weren't even on the fucking show. It's like they're the number one piece to the whole fucking angle. They're in the spotlight above all the other actual wrestlers. They're not even active wrestlers. You got Del Rio versus Cena, and then you got Randy Orton versus Big Show. That's what you're building your pay-per-view on. That's what the WWE is taking to the bank, and they're actually going to say, you know what, we're going to build the pay-per-view off those 2 matches. It'll be good. It'll be okay. We'll do fine. Really? What about the rest of the roster? What about piecing together traditional Survivor Series matches? Oh, that's right, you can't. You can't piece together Survivor Series matches because nobody gives a shit about the rest of the wrestlers on the roster. They don't. How can you make Survivor Series matches that are meaningful if everyone on the roster is nothing but a fucking waste? Nobody on that roster means shit outside of Randy Orton, Big Show, John Cena, Alberto Del Rio, Triple H, and Stephanie McMahon. And now with the inclusion of Kane. Really? Come on, man. This as a wrestling fan just upsets me because if you look back at the older Survivor Series, everyone was important to their team. Everyone. Even the mid-card guys, they were important to the show. Just as important as the main event guys going on last. Why? Because they carried the show. You put 4 guys against 4 guys in a match that lasted 30 minutes and gave you the true test of what it means to survive. There were storylines built behind every match. The true test to survive. That is what the Survivor Series is all about. I'm going to be lucky if I survive the 3 hours of this pay-per-view without falling asleep. That's what my test is going to be. Monday Night Raw did nothing to build towards Survivor Series. The only thing I'm going to take away from this Monday Night Raw is you guys in the UK. If you guys are in the UK listening to me, you guys always, without a doubt, are one of the best crowds on WWE TV every time we come to your country. It is a great crowd, and I want to point something out to you. Just like I mentioned on News and Rumors. There's a few people always disagreeing with me about Daniel Bryan. Really now. I want you to rewatch Monday Night Raw when it comes on the USA Network or Universal TV here in the United States in New York City. They replay it every Saturday night. I want you guys to watch on TV this coming Saturday if you guys want to YouTube it. I want you guys to listen to the reaction Daniel Bryan got from the UK crowd. Absolutely no one was sitting down. Everyone in that arena was on their feet for Daniel Bryan. Everyone. And this is a man you don't want to get behind. This is a man you don't want to give the WWE title to. This is a man you don't see as the face of the company. Oh, are you fucking blind? Are you fucking blind? Look at the reaction this man gets all over the country. And this is the man you want to fucking lower down to the mid-card and just eliminate him from WWE Championship contention for the Big Show? You want larger-than-life superstars in the ring? You want larger-than-life superstars? Yeah, that's fucking great. They may be a spectacle to watch in the ring, but can they wrestle? Can they draw a dime? Can they draw any fucking heel heat or face heat from the crowd? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. WWE right now, I would be in a sense or a state of fucking panic right now. Because whatever they're doing right now is not working. Ever since Daniel Bryan was eliminated from this angle with the Authority, this angle is a complete waste of fucking time. And all it's doing right now is showing you how much it's dragging week after week after week. Vince McMahon cannot get on TV any sooner. Because this fucking angle right now is on life support. It needs all the fucking help it could get. I am not interested in anything this angle has going on for it right now. I just don't. As soon as Daniel Bryan was eliminated, that's it. That's it. And this show was a complete waste. Everything, for the most part, except for the Big Show chokeslam on Randy Orton, which was a nice spot in the beginning of the show. Except for that and what happened at the ending, this show was a complete waste. It did absolutely nothing to build towards Survivor Series. And another thing, the Real Americans against John Cena. I don't know what was with the handicap matches last night. You know, Randy Orton looked good against Goldust and Cody Rhodes. You know, I like the way those three interact with each other in the ring. So that was decent. You know, even though I don't like the handicap match because I think it's stupid, that was a decent match because of the history those three men have. Now, you look at John Cena and the Real Americans. John Cena wins a handicap match in about 15 minutes against the Real Americans. Now, if you guys paid attention to last week where the Real Americans beat Cody Rhodes and Goldust in a non-title match, which pretty much makes them the number one contenders for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Now, you're going to have the Real Americans go against John Cena and lose? Lose a handicap match 2-on-1 to John Cena? Number one, it's sickening that John Cena can even beat two men of the caliber of superstar like Jack Swagger and Antonio Cesaro. Number two, what does that do logically to the mind of a wrestling fan when they see the Real Americans beat the tag team champions and are pretty much catapulted into the tag team title picture, then the next week turn around and can't beat one man. You got your number one contenders for the tag team championships, can't beat one fucking guy? What does that do to their stock? You think I'm going to take them seriously now in a tag team title match against Goldust and Cody Rhodes? Absolutely not. Logic, folks. Logic. Where is the WWE's logic in anything that they do? I swear to God, I don't know who the fuck is running shit back there. I don't know who is on creative. But really, Vince McMahon really needs a slap across the face if he thinks this is fucking good TV. Are you fucking serious? Absolutely mind-numbingly fucking dumb. Absolutely stupid. These are the things I take away from the show. These are the things I pay attention for when I come on here, sit in front of this microphone, and want to talk to you guys. I don't know if you guys seen that, but think about it. Think about what you're watching. And finally, I'm going to mention Ryback before I get into Punk and Bryan. Ryback loses to R-Truth. Is there any stock in Ryback now? What does that mean for Ryback? Finished. If you're going to lose to R-Truth on Monday Night Raw in 4 minutes, when you were destroying guys left and right when you first came in, when you were being thrown at the WWE Championship matches, now you're delegated to fucking fighting R-Truth and losing on Monday Night Raw? You're done, buddy. You're absolutely fucking done. Go back to the fucking starting line, refresh yourself, get a new fucking gimmick, something. You're done. Absolutely done. I don't even want to see him on TV anymore. And finally, I'm going to end this review with Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, and The Shield last night in the main event. Now, I was completely shocked to see the Wyatt family and The Shield interact. This is what I took away from that. Are they setting up for a potential Shield face turn? And now I want to tell you guys something. A few people on my Twitter, I mentioned last night's main event with the Wyatts and the Shield and Daniel Bryan and CM Punk. A lot of people told me that the ending was terrible. How is it terrible when there's money to be made with the Wyatts and the Shield? That's got money written all over it. I would love to see the Shield turn face only to feud with the Wyatt family. That's got money written all over it. Now, I was shocked that the WWE actually put them in the ring together so soon. I've been hearing reports that Vince McMahon doesn't even want the two to cross paths because you got the Wyatt family, who's a three-piece, you got the Shield, who's a three-piece, and they're the two biggest three-piece groups in the company right now. I thought Vince McMahon didn't want them to collide on television, but they started a little brawl, and then all of a sudden, Bray Wyatt starts screaming, "We have a common enemy. We have a common enemy," and they're on the outside pointing at CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. Then all of a sudden, the Usos come down. Cody Rhodes and Goldust come down to make the save. You got the Wyatts, the Shield, fighting the Usos, Cody Rhodes and Goldust, and CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. Now, I don't know if this is going to set up a Survivor Series match somehow. I really don't. Now, if it was me, I would have Cody Rhodes and Goldust fight the Real Americans at the Survivor Series. Because that's what needs to be done. They're done with the Shield. Okay? They could have interaction with the Shield here and there, but the feud for the most part is done. They did what they needed to do, and they got the tag team titles. Now, that's not to say that the Shield won't get another shot at the tag team titles. I know the Shield is not completely done with Cody Rhodes and Goldust right now, but they got bigger things on their plate, and that's CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. Now, obviously, with the way the show ended, there's going to be some type of Survivor Series match. What I don't want to see is a 6-on-6 Survivor Series match. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see that. It's got to be 4 against 4 or 5 against 5. 6-on-6 is non-traditional. It's just a clutter of a match. It's too much, and it's too much for the viewer to take in on TV. I don't want to see that. Go back to the roots of a traditional Survivor Series match. Okay? 4-on-4 or the 5v5 that they were doing. You got Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, the Usos. I don't know how they're going to interact with it. I don't know how they're going to mix it up. But the WWE apparently is teasing some kind of match with all 12 guys. I don't know how it's going to come to be, but I hope they do it in a way that makes sense. But last night I did enjoy that ending. I did enjoy the interaction with the Wyatts and the Shield. I do think that feud has money written all over it. I do think that there's a possible tease. I'm not saying it's for sure, but I'm sure that there's a possible tease in there that the Shield may be turning face in the future. How soon into the future, I don't know, but like I said, that feud has money written all over it. And Daniel Bryan and CM Punk got a great reaction. I don't know. I don't understand how the WWE can't get behind Daniel Bryan as the face of the company with reactions like that last night. I really don't. That's just fucking mind-boggling to me. But all in all, guys, this Monday Night Raw was absolutely fucking terrible. Terrible show. It did nothing to build towards Survivor Series. You know, watching this show, you would think that the WWE had 6 or 7 weeks till the Survivor Series. No, folks, there's one more Monday Night Raw left. There's 2 weeks left to Survivor Series. You got one Friday Night SmackDown this week. You got a Monday Night Raw and then a Friday Night SmackDown next week. And then you got Survivor Series. You would think the WWE had so many more weeks left to build towards Survivor Series. They got 2 weeks now. One more Monday Night Raw to fucking finish everything and level everything off for Survivor Series. Are they going to do it? They got a lot of work ahead of them. I don't think they're going to do it. Because you got CM Punk and Daniel Bryan feuding with the Wyatts and the Shield. That's obviously going to be some kind of traditional Survivor Series match. You got John Cena versus Del Rio for the world title. And then you got Big Show versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. Where else do you go from there for the rest of the card when your mid-card means nothing? Means nothing. I would like to see another Dolph Ziggler versus Curtis Axel match. That was a great match last night. That was a decent match to watch. I thought Curtis Axel was actually going to lose the Intercontinental title last night. I thought Dolph Ziggler was going to win it. They were going to give him the title last night, but that didn't happen. I would like to see that again at Survivor Series if they want to go down that road. But all in all, they're doing nothing to build towards Survivor Series. And again, the WWE is making the same mistake as they did 3 pay-per-views in a row already. You're building this pay-per-view off 2 matches that mean absolutely nothing to the common viewer. How can you get excited about the 2 championship matches? How? I don't understand. These matches are completely boring and they won't draw a fucking dime because everyone is sick of the way WWE is operating right now. That's just my opinion on it. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I wish I could go longer, but there's really nothing to talk about. There's really nothing to talk about. So, guys, you guys know what to do. So, subscribe, like, favorite, share, comment. You guys know the deal. I will be back with WWE News and Rumors on Friday, as always. And if you guys are interested in my Call of Duty Ghosts material, I got a bunch of shit coming. It's going to be big this year for Call of Duty Ghosts on my channel, so check that out if you're into that kind of thing. I'll be back on Friday, guys. Take care. Hope you enjoyed the review. I'll see you later.